Hello. Hi, Martha. How are you?
Yay. Hello.
Live.
Hi,
Fantastic.
I'm good.
Excellent. Thank you so much for
Ready.
joining.
Thank you for having me. I feel like a superstar, a rock star.
Well, we already knew you were a superstar, right? I mean, this was a given. This is like, right? Aren't you like the Beyonce of the Power BI world? I'm sure I saw that written on Twitter somewhere at some point. This was you, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure I live up to that, but I mean, I'm gonna use it for what it's worth, and I'm just honored. I
Yeah,
mean, to be
of
honest.
course. I
Yeah.
mean, like that pose and that photograph it says it all. So it's very cool.
Yeah, it looks a bit crazy, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
This is one of these references that, like, without showing the photograph, sounds like a really weird thing. So people can, like, people search,
Yeah.
will find it somewhere, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's a gift.
It
It's a
is.
gift.
It is. It's
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah.
Do you want to quickly introduce yourself so people know? I mean, people
Yes.
know who you are, but just in case.
I mean, yeah. Well, hello. I'm Martha, and okay. So what should I say? I live in Oslo. I'm from Norway.
Nice.
I am well. I guess maybe obviously into the world of data. Been working a lot with Power BI, and now I guess Fabric is obviously the new thing, of
That's the new
course.
thing. Yeah, all the cool kids use
Um,
Fabric. Yeah.
yeah, and then I've had a lot of fun the last couple of years traveling, being on conferences and talking. So that's been amazing.
Nice.
And organizing some conferences. So that's also, yeah, a lot of fun. And getting to know the SQL family, which,
Mm.
yeah, has been welcoming me. So that's awesome. Yeah.
That's quite the profile. I was looking at your sessionized profile as well. You
Oh,
got
yeah.
some cool sessions on there. Like it a lot.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're a very active speaker, right? I mean, you see on your profile as well that you get around. How did that start? Like, what was it? What can you remember the first one you ever did?
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah,
So
cool.
I started in New Stars of Data.
Ah, nice. Yeah, cool.
So,
Yeah, I did
I
that.
mean, yeah, thank you to Ben and William. That was the
For
best
sure.
thing. So we started there. I had my first session that was online, and then COVID hit. So I
Right. Yeah.
did a couple of sessions, Data Saturday Oslo, the virtual
Cool.
versions.
Mm.
But then, yeah, I was lucky enough to start doing the traveled in real life
Mm.
person, which I enjoy more because then I could actually get to know people. So
Yeah,
the
it's true.
first year I didn't really know anyone, but I was speaking at the virtual conferences. But
Mm.
how do you make friends when you're just, I don't know, talking through the screen? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And there's no like socializing after the event. It's kind of like you're there,
Yeah,
and then you're not there, basically, right?
exactly. It's not that easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
The
did you find
gifts
that
are
transition
not
then
good.
between? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, please.
Oh yeah, no, that's it.
I was just wondering about the transition between like going from the online sessions to the live sessions. Was it like quite a daunting thing to kind of suddenly be there and
Yes.
everyone? Yeah, okay.
Yes. I mean, I was super nervous for the virtual ones as well. My stomach was hurting,
Mm,
and
yeah.
I had all the butterflies, and the entire day would be ruined. But
Mm,
it would be ruined at home, right? So I would just walk around pacing at home and
mhm.
being nervous. But
Yeah.
then, when you travel,
Mm,
I guess you get more out of being nervous, right? So there's more
mm.
of an award,
Yeah, it's
but
true.
still the same level of nervous and adrenaline and all that.
Mm.
So I'm like shaking on stage. And I always do
Oh,
this
wow.
dance because I need to like de-stress or
Okay,
whatever.
okay.
Yeah.
It's quite a good
So
idea. I like that actually. A bit of exercise to de-stress as well.
and then I'm like, hello, are you awake? Are we ready for me talking about data? Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So I don't know. I always get the sessions after lunch, or that's how I feel. So I need to be energizing, right?
Yeah, that's actually a good point. The time of day will be good. I found like I've hardly done any sessions at all. I've done one. I did New Stars of Data, and I've done one all online. But for this, I think for the third or the fourth one, and I was just kind of I'm not nervous anymore. I'm fine. I'm not nervous. But then I was, oh, 1 second, I've needed to go to the toilet 10 times in the last hour. I'm definitely nervous. Yeah, this is like a
Yeah.
thing. I tried to convince myself as much as I could, but it just wasn't happening.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it sneaks up on you.
It
So
does indeed, doesn't it? Sorry, one
mm.
second. Someone is saying that can't send. Yeah, you can't send a URL. I have to try and make you admin. Sorry about
Oh
that.
yes.
I'll try my best, but talking whilst doing things is not my strong point. So I'll get there, mate. Sorry about that.
Well, that's okay. It's not my strong suit either. I yeah, I get a
In,
lot of or my fiance gets really annoyed in general when I'm trying to multitask, and I will be writing emails, and apparently I sing when I write emails. I will be like because I'm like saying the words. I don't know, and he will
that's
be like,
class.
"You're not paying attention. You're singing the emails." True. Sorry.
Or could be
So
like just a thing to help you focus more. I don't know, but whatever.
I don't know.
We all
Maybe.
have a strength. Yours is your public speaking and doing
Yeah.
cool Power BI stuff. So that for us that's fine, right? This,
Yeah.
this is this is what we need. So yeah. Do you want to talk a little? I mentioned that you're going to be on the live stream, and then immediately I saw about Fabric February,
Yes.
which sounds really cool, by the way.
Yes.
So it'd
Yes.
be
Yes.
awesome to talk about that if it's all right with you.
I would love to talk about that. A favorite topic.
I thought it might be.
Yeah. So it's so good that you noticed because I saw on your yeah you're posting on Twitter. I'm like, yes, then I can mention that because yes, favorite topic. Um, but so okay, so the deal. Okay, you guys. Okay, pay attention now. So we have just released a new conference which is called Fabric February, and you need to try and say that a lot of times, like Fabric February, Fabric February. You know,
After a
it's an
few drinks as
exercise,
well.
but do that. And it's going to be a conference completely dedicated to well, Fabric, Microsoft Fabric, and it's going to be in Oslo in February, and
Cool.
it's going to be amazing. So it's brand new and it's really exciting, and I'm doing this with my friends, Catherine, Emily, Ioana. So
Nice.
yeah, so it's going to be, I don't know. It's going to be amazing. We don't know exactly what it's going to be yet, but it's going to be so much fun.
I'm actually really curious because so Fabric was released how not it was like 4 months ago, more 6 months. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
like or May-ish. May, I think May, end of May.
And in that time, you've managed to organize a new session that's going to happen. That's pretty fast. How do you do that?
Okay, I need to give some credits to Catherine
Of course.
because she has been doing this. So it's Catherine Wilhelmsen. If I don't know, everyone knows her. She's the original goat, right? So but she was the one organizing Data Saturday Oslo the very first time. I guess it was called Sequel Saturday Oslo then.
Okay.
But anyways, so she's done this multiple times.
Okay.
So we were just like, okay, we need to do this. It's gonna be the best thing. What do we do? And she was like, we need to do A, B, C, D. So then we did that, and then it happened. And I mean, but these women are amazing, and they are so efficient. So things
Mm,
are just,
that's right.
yeah, happening.
I've got to say, I've never been to Norway, but I've always wanted to go. And I've always
Yes,
wanted to go when it's cold because I
yes,
love cold weather.
yes, yes.
So,
So
I mean,
you're
uh,
getting the point because that's why that's why we put it in February because and it's on a Thursday. So then the idea is you come down
mm,
Wednesday. I mean, we have a lot of fun, do the conference, and then you can go the weekend and
mm,
ski or travel the
nice.
mountains and get that Norwegian experience with the snow.
Very cool. Do
So
like some
it's in
like
February.
cross
It's
country
great.
skiing and stuff, yeah?
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Just to reveal how massively physically unfit I actually am, because I've heard cross country skiing will get you. So yeah, just for the sake of it.
I mean, no, it's gonna be fun. I
Yeah,
promise.
for sure. So for me, who's more like a Power BI type person, more than Fabric, I kind of haven't. I've looked a little bit, but I haven't really used it so much. Is it still okay? I won't be like kicked out for like only being a Power BI person, not a Fabric person, right? It's open to
Yeah,
people like
no,
me
no,
too,
it's
right?
okay. You can come. I mean, Power BI is a tag for as
It's
long
not
as it's yes, you can tag your session with Power BI, and we want to have the whole experience in a conference. So I mean, you need to
nice.
submit. It's the only
You
solution.
know what? I would submit. I'm kind of a bit down on submit at the moment because since Fabric was released, everything I've submitted has been rejected. Everything, and I get it. I understand. I'm much more on the data visualization side, so I totally get. It, but
But we
I'm
need
like,
it.
Yeah.
Okay, but we do need it because the idea, I mean, we have the vision is amazing. Okay, that's just a really stupid statement, but it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
But we want to explore the entire part of Fabric
Mm,
that you
mhm,
can actually, start from nothing and then build everything in Fabric, but then also do the visualizations,
mm,
right? So
okay.
we definitely need Power BI sessions.
I'll have a look.
Mm.
I'll
Okay,
have a look.
and also, I'm just saying the snacks at this conference that's gonna be amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I can actually promise that.
Okay.
Hmm.
You're promising high quality snacks.
I do. I do.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a big claim, I gotta say.
I know, but we're that confident. Yeah,
I respect that confidence. I
yeah,
like it. So basically, submit or buy a ticket. I'll put one of those two things
yes,
will be done.
sure.
Basically,
Yeah,
I'm
and we're
gonna
gonna be
fly to Norway just for snacks. You understand that, right?
I do, but that's okay. We'll make that happen anyways.
Excellent. Love it. Cool. I'll make a note of that as well. That
Yeah,
I'm going to fly in Norway to February to eat some sugar and whatnot.
yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. So impressive that you organised it. Look forward to see what happens. And yeah, in the meantime, what are you going to be doing? What's your day to day like? What do you like? Are you working in consultancy or? I should know
Yeah,
that. I should have googled you better. I apologize. I'm very
it's okay.
unprepared.
It's okay. I
I'm
mean,
so unprofessional.
no. Well, no, but yeah, I'm a consultancy.
Hmm.
I'm a consultant. That's what you say. I'm a consultant. Yes, I work at Super Asteria. If someone has heard about them, they're pretty cool because I get to travel and do the
Nice.
conferences. So that's really amazing. Really
Ah, right.
supportive.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So working at multiple clients, and then I
Hmm.
mean data stuff in general. So
Hmm.
yeah, I guess it depends where I am, like what office I will be in, right? But
Okay.
sometimes on location, sometimes at home, but I'm actually trying to. Okay. So we bought a house in around Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to renovate that, right? And then my dream is to get my own office
Ah,
in this house.
makes sense.
So that's sort of so when
Hmm.
that happens, I might just stay at home.
So basically, you want your office so you can just feel completely comfortable there working, and I get it.
So
Yeah,
that's
I
my
can
goal.
understand that.
So this is the guest room. Yes, so it's not the office.
Okay, I see. We'll
Mm.
get. Hopefully, I understand the bend. I mean, I feel quite lucky because this is like my room is my office. Even though you can, this what you see here is like one half of it, and like everything off camera there is just
Yeah,
like a whole mess of like kids'
yeah,
toys. Yeah,
yeah,
which is really good fun, right? I've got like what's it called
yeah.
that like you press the button and the car goes around, Scalextric or whatever it's called, and
I don't know.
um, just kid. I mean, kids' toys. You know what I mean? Like toys that I play with, and the kids are also present during the time of playing it. But like, I have colleagues who they prefer to go to the office because they don't have a space like that is their own office. Like, who just like put a laptop on a desk or in the front room, and which I get. It's not the most comfortable thing, but I feel I like. And also, people don't believe me sometimes when I say like I'm like a really shy person because I don't come across that way when I'm
Yeah.
on like calls.
No, I agree. You don't.
But this is like my safe space where I can just be myself.
Yeah,
And as soon as you like remove the monitor and I'm like outside talking to people in the real world, it like totally changes how I interact with people. It's so strange. It's really weird.
that's yeah. Because being here on a live stream, anyone can see. Not a
Right.
problem. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's yeah.
Even though it's like there are more people, I can't see those people, and everyone's quite friendly anyway. But it's just
Yeah.
one of those strange things
You
about.
can think. Yeah, but that helps to not think about that there's people. I mean,
Right.
I see
Exactly.
the chat, and that's really nice. But
Of course.
but still.
Exactly. Exactly. Someone asked before if they had to log into YouTube to make a comment. No, you can should comment on LinkedIn as well, but sometimes it doesn't work because the connection is quite strange. So yeah, if you can't comment on LinkedIn, I apologize. But yes, come to YouTube and type in the chat there, and it should be fine.
Ah, I see
Yeah,
that the snacks idea is being received positively. That's amazing. Yeah,
good food
that's good.
is key.
I agree.
True. I
Hmm.
mean, the only conference I've been to live was actually in Power BI Next Step in Legoland.
Oh yeah,
So that
I
was
want to
Lego. So
go.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
that was.
on my wish list. Yeah.
I can imagine. Yeah,
Mm.
I submitted to Next Step this year, which is in Copenhagen, not
Yes.
in. And I really wanted to go because my plan is the next time I get something accepted in person, I'm going to buy those stretchy pants from Kurt Bueller's website.
Yes.
He's got like lycra Data Goblins pants, and I'm going to wear those for when I
Ah,
present. And the thing is,
amazing.
I can't back out because I've said it a couple of times already. So this is just going to happen. Yeah, maybe that's why I'm getting rejected, because I said I would do it, and then no one wants to see me in stretchy pants. It makes
I
sense now.
mean,
Yeah.
why isn't that a positive thing? I mean, that would, people would want to see that, I think.
I mean, I'm going to wear shorts as well. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
So it'll be a combination of terrible style and stretchy pants and whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
But comfortable, I guess.
yeah, exactly. Because
That's
I need maximum flexibility on stage. I'm going to
and you
do
do. And especially if you're doing the dance, right? And you want to
exactly. You need to teach me your
after the
dance, and
lunch
I'll right.
session
Yeah,
to get the
absolutely.
energy. Yeah.
And when I first started, years ago, before I was ever worked with Power BI or data in any big way, I was part of like a community at work where we presented this like one particular in-house tool.
Yeah.
And I used to like hate presenting. And my boss at the time, she said to me, "Do it enough, you'll start to love it, I promise." And she was right. I did start to really enjoy it. But I got feedback from like my boss's boss once that when I present, I move too much. She said, "Just try and
Yeah.
stand still and present that way."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm guaranteed that's not going to happen. There is no chance that I'm going to stand still when presenting.
I know. I mean, there is this I have the same problem. I guess that's obvious maybe because I'm talking about the dance. But yeah. So but I figured I don't know because okay, so here's the deal, right? Because I have a lot of energy, but then I feel like sometimes you're not taking that seriously, right? Because well, I get that I'm not sure if I'm an adult, right? But I might be a bit young, right? So and then so that's the thing, and also I guess I'm a woman. So and then I'm going out there like yay, and then I need to be like, I promise I understand what I'm talking about. I promise I know these things, right?
Okay.
Because I see all these amazing women that are speaking, but they are so great at being calm and collected, and then same
Hmm.
things with this. I believe them, right? But then I'm going out there and like, yay, are we ready? So,
But it's an
but I
interesting thing that you say. Sorry, please, I'm interrupting you again. I'm so rude, my
no,
lord.
it's just that I don't know.
Yeah.
I need to. I think I've given up in a way. I think I just need to embrace it.
I think you should, it's about being yourself, right? I mean, this is
Yeah,
how I feel. And also, I think people respond to people presenting in different ways, you know? I
yeah,
mean, I'm more likely to connect with someone and believe someone who behaves that way because I don't know, I think I enjoy kind of behaving more that way myself. And if I see someone who's a bit more like sterile on stage, I'm more likely to kind of not, well, it's not like I won't believe them, but I think it'll be more interesting to see who's a bit more animated, you know?
yeah. Agree. And also, I mean, the one sessions, it's great, but it's a 1 hour of paying
Mm.
attention, and it can be
Yeah,
hard, right?
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen them live, of course, but like the gentlemen in the cube, the guys in the cube, they're pretty animated when they walk on stage. They're really going for it, right? I've seen this. It's not like they just walk on and be all like professional and like they kind of people walk on and they're animated and they do the thing and they kind of you're like a crowd pleaser, that kind of thing. Are you still there? I think you are. Oh, something's happening. Oh no. Ah, okay. I think there's some connection issues going on, but it's okay. We can still see you, I think.
Okay. Do you hear me? Because you're
Yes,
okay. So
totally.
maybe it's on my end.
If someone
Okay.
can in the
Okay.
comments
Hello.
can't hear us, please let us know. But thus far, I think I could hear everything that you were saying. Yeah, we can still see. We can still see and hear you. That's cool. So I think Martha's just going to sort our signal a little bit. Wi-Fi issues. I had no internet at all for 3 days last week. So I connected to when I was working, I was using my work phone as a Wi-Fi hotspot. And that lasted all of about 3 hours before I was told that I was 80% of my limit. And Martha is going to come back now.
Hello.
Magic.
Am I back?
You're
Yes.
back.
Sorry, I needed
It's
to
fine.
switch to my phone.
It's perfectly fine. Perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
but I'm
People were
back.
just left with me rambling about something. It's all
It's a
good.
good change. Yeah.
Yeah. No. I forget what I was saying now. Internet issues. I was having internet issues last week. Whatever. Yeah. But like the guy in the cube, they come on
Yes.
stage fully animated, right?
They're like, yo,
Exactly that.
and they're like,
Exactly.
and they're just having a lot of fun,
Yeah.
and you see it, and I mean, it's so much fun watching them, and you are able to pay attention because
Mm.
because I don't know, you start laughing, and then you,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
What's your favorite thing to present though?
Oh, oh, that's a good question. Okay, I mean, I started with Power BI things. Like that was my way into data. So I started as a Power BI engineer, or what you
Okay.
want to call it. Yeah. So I've always been like, Power BI is my favorite tool, my
Mm.
go-to. I feel like I can talk
Sure.
about that forever, right? But now I'm trying to talk more, or like trying to learn, I guess, Fabric, right?
Yeah.
So
Mm.
again, those sessions are happening. More of those sessions are happening this fall. But also talk about data governance and the issues that you might have with. I mean, Power BI being the best tool, so easy to use, anyone can use it, and then they just sort of mess up on the data, right?
Ah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so that's also part of the, yeah, topics I talk about, the
Nice.
data governance and. Mhm.
I I've been the thing I've been working on in the past like week or so has been like creating like a training thing for Power BI. Like in my company, I find that's something that's quite challenging. It's I
Oh yeah,
found
because
it
you creating the training.
yeah, I found it really hard to create a training where because it's like an intro, like a very it's like a basic intro to Power BI desktop, to find that line of where basic stops
Yes.
and
Yes.
something else is so hard.
Yes. I agree. And yeah, we have grads starting at my company now, and
Okay.
so I just had that, or I tried to have that introductory
Mm,
Power BI course
mm,
last week actually, and but I had the same challenge. And I mean, they are working on the certifications,
mm,
and they are, even though I remember I thought at some point that they were introductory, that they were
mhm,
just a nice way to start and learn the basics. But the questions that they came to me with were really advanced, and
mm.
they got them from working on that certification.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
feel like
okay.
Power BI has become more advanced too,
Yeah,
because the things you
sure.
would do in modeling and the things you would do in Power BI service, like that
Yeah.
back in the days, it was only desktop. You could do import. It was
Yeah.
chiller.
It's an
But
important
now
distinction. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
you can do anything.
So much more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have the data flows in Power BI service. So now your Power Query adventure is even scaled up, right?
Mm. This is why I was really careful to name what I was doing Introduction to Power BI Desktop, because like I
Yeah.
want it just here. Because if you say Introduction to Power BI, because I think most time when people talk about Power BI, like to the average user, they actually are talking about Power BI Desktop. If you start talking
Yes.
about the
Yes.
online experience, as you mentioned, it's just like a whole different universe of other stuff, you know.
Mm.
But I was getting stuck on simple stuff like okay, so data model is one thing, because I mean to include that in a basic course is quite a lot already. But even
Mm.
stuff like DAX. So I showed my colleague what I'd done, and then he gave me some really helpful feedback. What about this? And one of the things I couldn't work out where to put was top N, and I'm like, is top N basic DAX? It's really useful and really common, but is it basic?
Well, I've never included that in my, okay, let me teach you DAX in 30 minutes
Yeah,
or whatever you get.
yeah.
So yeah. I mean, for me, DAX, the basic DAX is only calculate and maybe filter, right?
That's really. I'm so pleased you mentioned
That's
that,
it.
because that was my next question. Because I I mentioned calculate, but I think to go into calculate
Yeah.
for me, basic is like sum, average,
Yeah.
min and
Okay. Yeah.
max.
Good point.
But
Okay.
because you can say calculate basically allows you to use filters and whatnot, whatever. But it's you sort of yeah, because of like role level and Jesus Christ filter context basically. If you start
Yeah.
mentioning that to people, they're like, what is it? This is like, so I thought I'll show the
Yeah.
calendar exists, but if you
Yeah.
want to learn more, here's a different course that goes into like deeper
Yeah.
dark stuff.
Yeah. That's a better idea, I guess. Yeah. But I
Ah,
guess I draw the line at calculate, but it's always like,
hmm,
so you can put in your sums here.
yeah,
Sorry. And then you filter here.
Mm.
and then you Google the rest.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So true. Yeah.
and go do that. Good
Ex-
luck.
Teaching people to learn on their own, right? This is
Yeah,
like hugely important.
yeah. And then that's the first thing I always say when we're having courses. Like, so you need to change your Power BI desktop into English or American. So
Mm.
that whatever error message you get, you can Google it.
Yeah.
Because the Norwegian is not enough. You need to have this in English.
Yeah, it's true. Sorry, Greg would be. I was just thinking myself. Greg would be saying you don't need calculate. Greg Deckley would be like, don't teach them calculate. You don't need calculate, or calculate as he calls it, right?
True.
Um,
Oh, but I see. Is there a request? Okay, I'm sorry. I haven't
is this one?
responded to a request on a live stream.
See,
That's
he's got your attention.
not on purpose. I
He
mean, I'm not cool
called you
like
out.
that. I'm not playing hard to get. I don't know how to. I, I'm like, whoa! Someone found me and asked, right?
Yeah. See, there you go. Now he's got some of his live
Sorry,
streams as
just
well,
reach out again. That would be awesome.
and
Would love to do
he
that.
does his Fabric Fridays as well, right? So
Yes, I've seen them.
right down your new path to a fantastic
Yay!
fabric conference. Yeah.
Yeah, with the great snacks.
With see, you can
We
go
need
on there.
to.
You can go on his fabric just to promote your snacks now.
Yes, yes. It's like it's fabulous fabric February with great snacks.
That's a lot to say.
Yeah,
3 Fs and there you go.
we need to work on that. It might look good on paper though, like
It'll definitely
fabric.
look good on paper
Yeah,
for
I don't
sure.
know.
You're already working on your marketing stuff.
We are, we are. Oh, we so are.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Now I'm
yeah.
curious. When
Well,
can we
or
expect some awesome stuff to hit you with?
okay, so now maybe I sold it again. But I am okay. So, well, okay. Another thing that's happening, the other Saturday, Oslo is happening on this Saturday.
Okay.
So that's awesome, and I'm a part of the organizing group. So I guess I've been working on making some nice slides that we can have on Fabric
Oh,
February, just to
okay.
like. So this is happening too.
Hmm.
So that was, yeah, the marketing material, but it's getting better. Oh, okay, okay. So now, okay,
Okay.
sorry, I'm
No,
rambling.
please. I love it. No, no.
Okay, okay.
We're both here to ramble. This is what we
Yes.
do here. Go for it.
Okay, good. Then I'm born for this. So. Because, so I'm going to pass in November. That's the best thing. And okay, I'm even not sure if it makes sense to mention this because they may not ever show it. But I'm having a learning path together with Emily and
Mm-hmm.
Catherine
Okay.
on anything transformation tools, right? So we're going
Mm-hmm.
to talk through all the transformation tools you can choose from, and it's going to be the battle of the transformation tools, right?
Nice. That sounds
So
cool.
we're going to have battle.
I like it.
But then, and obviously we need to film what you call, like, not commercials, but you just said it. It's an English word that I missed.
Uh,
Marketing material.
marketing material.
That was it. That was it.
There
Okay.
you go.
So we've been filming some marketing material, and I mean, I hope they will choose it because it's
Hmm.
that's okay. So that's actually something I
That's
can
pretty
promise
cool.
that if they actually decide to put that out somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be good. Yeah.
That sounds. Can I just when you said that, I just realized something. This is kind of on, but also simultaneously off the topic. If
Yeah,
you
yeah.
ever wanted to move into working with marketing, you could call the company Marthe Moengen's Marketing Materials,
That's also great on paper.
right?
M.
Yeah, exactly. Eminem and
Mm.
Eminem. Yeah,
M.
yeah, something like that.
Oh,
And then when people walk into your office, you could give them just like there's a big bowl of M&Ms,
yes.
right?
Yeah, I could. And
Yeah,
then, yeah. But then I'm losing. And then, okay, so at the end, it could be like Beyonce in tech, which doesn't make sense. But we gotta have the GIF, and I
yeah.
need to use it.
You could like just have the GIF running on a screen when you walk
Yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah. That will
Yeah,
be running. Yeah.
that'd be really cool.
And then the M&Ms.
Yeah.
I should change my field, right?
I think you have to now. I think really
Yeah.
you have no choice because this all sounds so cool.
Yeah. Why couldn't like fabric be called something with M? Like, is there any clothing that starts with M?
Clothing,
Yeah, because
like a
fabric,
brand or
right?
like a
Because fabric is like the
okay.
fabric, right?
Um,
It could be like
material,
material, Microsoft
Microsoft
material,
material.
and then it could be
Hmm.
Martha's Microsoft material. and then even marketing.
Right.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
That was the best ramble.
Just so you know, this is definitely going like my top 10 conversations that I've ever had on this live
It
stream,
is?
because if someone comes on here with the ability to ramble like this, I'm like, yeah, let's just keep going down down
Yeah.
this path. Because also I've been thinking, do you think Microsoft intentionally called Fabric something that had like a day of the week and a day of the month, so you can have Fabric Fridays and you can have
Oh,
Fabric February? They must have done that on purpose. They must have been thinking of YouTube channels specifically when they named that.
mind blown.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a really good point. That's really so. I guess the Fabric Fridays, they just grab that, and that was amazing to
yeah,
just get that right away.
yeah. Chris
But
Wagner
that
was
was
like, I'm
what
going to
you could
do it.
do.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I think
amazing.
other people, because you also have like, yeah, I have like Fabric Saturdays and stuff. But I
Yeah.
think Chris Wagner was first there, so he got the pick of the week because of the F, you know.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly. And then yeah. But I mean, I okay. So Fabric February is also because
of course.
it made sense in all the ways, right?
I love it.
Fabric February, winter Norway.
Work, works out so well for everyone. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
very cool.
And then the snacks.
Exactly, exactly. I'm going to take a sip of water now. I do apologize 1 second.
Do that. Okay, then I will keep the conversation going.
With my
Don't
large
you
gin
worry.
bottle there. No, no, it's all good.
I'm a pro podcast stream person.
Yeah, I'm not. I would do as many of these as I could, and I would still be like, yeah, I kind of really just don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. I kind of show up, switch on the camera,
No,
and talk for 45 minutes. Yeah, actually,
that's
I lost count of how many I'd done, and someone asked me the other week, and I was like, I think this is like I'm like to 80 something at this point, which is quite cool. It's quite
wow.
yeah,
It's amazing because I went through the list and then I got nervous because super nervous because there was all these superstars and I mean you're kind of a superstar and I'm like whoa,
yeah.
okay,
You
so
flatter
now
me, you know.
yeah, is it working?
I went through a period where there was quite a lot of like actual like invited Microsoft like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
employees and stuff. But then people started saying, "Oh, I don't think I should come on because I'm not like a Microsoft employee type person." I was like, "No, okay, so no, don't." It's just like
Oh yeah,
If you work with Power BI, then only come or data visualization. Let's just come on, talk about it, and see what we can find a chat
yeah,
about.
because when you get this imposter syndrome, right? Because you see, oh wow, the people actually making the
Hmm.
product or technology that I'm using. I can
Yeah.
probably not talk about that.
It's
So
so tough sometimes to do that. The worst thing that I do, and I will always do it, is this stuff like I'll have an idea for something that I want to do, like a video, and I don't do videos very often, to be honest. I do an idea for a video, and I'll think, oh, no one will care about that. It's silly, and then someone else does it, and like, oh, actually, that was really cool. I should have just done it when I thought of the idea, you know?
I know. Yeah, I've been also
Yeah.
struggling a lot with that. So because for me it was blogging. I started that
All right.
around Christmas.
Hmm.
So that was also a huge imposter syndrome battle thing for me
Hmm.
to be like, okay, so obviously I'm not going to talk about something like new because everyone has already talked about everything or they're really quick at talking about
Hmm.
things and I'm not. So but but I like it because also you teach yourself things because I
Hmm.
need to research it better and then I can go back and be like, yeah, that was what I learned.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
No, it is good to kind of go back and check yourself to see like how far you've come and stuff.
Yeah.
But I did think with imposter syndrome, it would be the sort of thing that you get just once and then you kind of get over it. I didn't
Yeah.
think it would be like a reoccurring thing that just constantly kind of plagues you.
I know, but it's crazy. I feel like when you say that you have it, I'm like, why are you having that, right? So that's also like, okay. So then I need to like avoid it or like I need to pretend that I am
Hmm.
I don't know, above it or something.
Thing is, everyone knows that the other person is, you know. Like I know that you are, and you say I am, but you can't tell yourself that. It's too hard. You're never as
Yeah.
nice to, or like I'm never as nice to myself as I am to other people. You know.
No, I know. That's a
It's
bad
such a
thing.
shame.
Yeah.
As a question, so Damien said he did. Which new stars of data did you do? Because he's doing new stars.
Oh, okay, that's a great question, but I don't know. Oh, I did the first. I
Oh
did
yeah,
the number one, I
that's
guess.
cool.
Right?
You
That
were
would be
the
yeah,
original new stars of data.
the original. Yeah. So yeah. that happened. But
Yeah.
I didn't really know what I was getting myself into.
Mm.
Johan Ludwig,
Mm.
if you know, like the guy with the beard, right?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was
I know man
one
so.
because we were colleagues, and he just mentioned that he was, going to travel here and there and speak at
Mm.
conferences, and I was like,
Mm.
ah,
Mm.
how did that happen? Like, what do I need to do? How can I do that? So then he showed me New Stars of Data,
Nice.
and then I started with that. So that was the original one, and it was, amazing,
That's
such
cool.
a door opener. So, and you get to, like, the same with the imposter syndrome, right? Because I
Yeah.
was like, I can never do this, but then I did that, and then you get good feedback, and they're really helpful, and they're mentors, and
Mm.
everyone
Yeah.
is on your side.
Mm.
And then you're also like, okay, you need to submit to this and this and this and this, right? So they
Mm.
help you with the first
Yeah. True.
submission.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm.
Yeah, I think when I did it, I had Frank help me. Was it Frank Geisler? Yeah, it was Frank
Yeah.
Geisler. He was so helpful. He was so nice. It was like so super chill, like calling like once a week, once every 2 weeks, and just kind of going through. Say, yeah, that sounds cool, and just the conversation itself
Yes.
to speak to someone. Even it's not like for me, it wasn't like a constant feedback thing. It was there when I needed it, but it was
Mm.
just like encouragement and support and just the face of someone who I could connect with. It was really helpful. That's a really good setup what they have. So
Mm.
if anyone is interested in doing it and haven't applied for it or whatever, it's really, really cool. So yeah.
Yes,
Um,
agree. It's so worth it.
yeah,
And
I did mine. I think it wasn't this. I think it was 2 years ago I did mine. I can't remember to be honest. So I think it was 2000. Well, we now 2023, right? So I think mine was
yes,
2022 or 2021. I think 22 I
the
did it.
okay, yeah. But now I'm afraid that I'm lying. No, but I'm not, because they have they every like 2 times a
Is
year.
it 2 times a year? Is it? Ah,
Is
yeah, it
it?
is. That's right. Yeah,
I think so. So then it makes sense that it was the first.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it was the first.
There's a really cool question here by Scott, and I never think it's come before, so I like it. What would you have done if you didn't get into tech and data? This is a cool question. I like it.
Ooh. Okay, that's a really really good question. I think so rambling again, but my story. I started with, okay, drink the water. I'll talk. So I started I started studying marine technology. So that's what I did, right? So I mean, it was tech, but it was more on physics and mechanics, and
Cool.
so I was working on my master's was on making ships autonomous. That was what I wrote about. And then so it was like marine cybernetics, and then I want to combine that with machine learning
Mm-hmm.
to make them autonomous. And the machine learning part was new to me, so I didn't really
Mm-hmm.
know that. And then I learned that, oh my god, I need data to make this the best thing ever. And then I need that data to be good and
Mm.
quality and all of that. So that's for me. That was how I figured. Okay, I need to learn more about data to be able to do cool things. So
That's rad.
I tried to get a graduate program in
Mm-hmm.
a consultancy firm to start my journey on data stuff. So that's how I sort of started. So I guess I would have done marine technology things. I don't know, working on, I don't know, building ships or something, or I don't know. And yeah, or okay, so that's one thing, right? I would have
That's a
done
cool
that.
thing. It's pretty impressive. Yeah.
Or yeah, it sounds really cool. I know, but I'm not sure if it's actually that. But yeah, so I don't know, ships, or I would have been. I like to climb. So if I
Ah,
was this
okay.
really cool person that didn't need anything to be like certain in your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
Yeah.
need a job that were
Mm.
8 to 5 or 9 to 5.
Mm.
Then I would probably be, I don't know, a tour guide or climb guide or something.
That would be rad. Being
That would have been awesome. But
like a tour guide who like does it like on whilst climbing on rocks and stuff that we're talking about.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
and yeah, the
nice.
Norwegian mountains, and
Wow.
I'm guessing the Norwegian mountains, and then yeah, climbing. Yeah,
I like
so
that.
that's
Very
like what I
nice.
do. So that's what I do in vacations now. I mean, not as a tour
Climbing.
guide. Obviously, I'm not bringing anyone up anywhere around the rocks with me, because I'm not sure I trust myself. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I used to, my daughter goes climbing sometimes. She used to do more before COVID. But I like climbing. It's good fun. I used to do it a lot more when I was younger. I stopped, so
yeah,
like I don't exactly have the physique for it these days. But when I do it, it's good fun. My issue is when I get to the top, it's really
yes,
ridiculous.
I know.
I'm scared of heights when I get at the top. I'm like, and I'm
I
talking
know.
about I'm talking about a climbing hall here, not a mountain. I get to the top. I'm like, oh shit, how do I get down? It's ludicrous.
No, but I know, but I it's the same for me. And
Oh yeah.
every summer I need to work of my confidence to be exposed to these heights.
Wow. Okay.
So it's like a journey every summer. I need to start from scratch, and then we're working on that. And then at some point we can be like, "Ah, this is fine,
Mm.
jumping from rock to rock, not using the rope." Or that's maybe exaggeration.
Exaggeration. I get you.
Thank you. That word. That
Yeah.
word. But yeah. So,
That's nice. Yeah. I
yeah.
yeah. It comes up a few times talking about how people got to where they are now, like the journeys that they made.
Yeah.
And
But I'm sorry.
this
I need to ask you the questions too, right? Should go because you should. So, what would you have done if you wasn't doing tech or data?
I honestly just I don't know. So I studied history and politics, so nothing to do with what this. I worked in like I've always enjoyed working like with numbers and stuff, which I know sounds very, very like
Yeah.
generic. So no matter what a job I did, I always enjoyed the part where I had to do anything with numbers and balancing sheets or whatever. So I don't know, maybe it would have been
Wow.
something terrible like an accountant, but no, I wouldn't have
Yeah.
been.
Accountant.
No, my math isn't good enough. That's a stupid thing. I enjoyed it, but I wasn't good at it. I probably just would have been an unemployed person who liked numbers, to be honest. Um, I actually always wanted to be a teacher
Yes.
when I was I really enjoyed that.
That's a
Um,
good one.
yeah. So my earliest memory of it, knowing that I enjoyed teaching. I mean, this is why also with Power BI, one of my favorite things is doing the training or
Yeah.
doing documentation. I really enjoy it because I like to help people. Also, I love it when people contact me with questions. Why is this not working? Not because I feel good when I fix it, but rather it's just a nice. You get different challenges all the time.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It really
I
helps you
agree.
learn. But the first time I realized I enjoyed teaching, I was still really young. I was in probably, I was maybe doing my GCSEs. So I was like 16 or something, maybe 15.
Mhm.
And we split up into groups, and it was like groups of two, basically. And I was working with this guy, boy, lad, whatever. And he was like not really known to basically be particularly attentive in the classroom. And I remember vividly when we worked together and I was going through explain stuff, the bell went for the end of the lesson and he was still sitting there working. And my teacher looked at me and she was like, "What did you do to get him to do that?" And that was the first time I noticed that actually I was,
Oh, yes.
you know,
Yeah, yeah. And how you motivate people and like,
yeah,
or like get them to enjoy learning.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I think teaching would have been something that I would have enjoyed doing. But yes, Scott, thank you. You are a teacher. Thank you. You're very kind. Um,
Yes.
probably that maybe.
Yes. I agree.
But my it probably changed because when I moved to Germany, I could never have done that. I couldn't be a teacher in Germany because I can't speak the language well enough. Which is why I think I ended up just kind of getting a job like as a flight attendant for like 3.5, 4 years.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
so you
something.
like, like do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because that way.
I use my fingers. Some people do that. I just enjoyed,
Ah,
doing
you,
that, and
you
then
did that
there's
one. Okay,
two.
because you could choose.
I could use. I couldn't use my feet. I suppose I could use these fingers.
Ah,
Yeah, they give you such creative freedom.
they
Fingers,
do know.
hands.
Oh, okay. And then no one takes the opportunity. Oh,
Exactly
very
right.
few.
There are
Yeah.
some cool videos where you see these flight attendants who are like very funny and doing their jobs in very creative
Yes.
ways. That's really
Yes.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
I
impressive.
I was in an airline in South Africa once, just because I was on vacation there, and they were awesome. They were so funny, to be honest.
Oh, but I feel like I get so impressed because then they find all this energy to do that. But I mean, I guess it's more fun if you're allowed to like woo.
Yeah, yeah.
But
See, you could be a flight
still,
attendant. You could do your dance, right? See.
I know. So, but I don't know actually. Yeah, but I'll work on that.
Just so you know that what that happened right there. I'm gonna make a YouTube short of that, and I'm gonna use that to advertise these live streams.
Yes, great. And you give that's that's yeah, my goal.
The Power Back community is basically going to end up. It's just going to be gifs of you dancing and stuff and moving. Why
I
not?
I know, and all pictures of me are like, I don't know, I don't know. You know, when people are looking at you and you don't know what to do, so you're like, ah, you just do
Completely.
something. And so I am one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A former colleague of mine, she I worked with her at my previous company, and she loved this word goofy,
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, that is a
Goofy.
strong word. Like, it's a very good word because just that element of goofiness
Yes.
in a character can be good fun. It
I
doesn't
will.
sound like a compliment, but I mean it that way. I promise.
No, but I take it as a compliment.
Good.
I do. Yeah. Don't worry.
Very nice. I have a question that people always ask me to ask, so I just start
Yeah.
asking it to everyone.
All
If
right.
there was one thing that currently exists, I won't say Power BI because you work more than Power BI. If there was one thing that exists within Power BI or Fabric, I'll extend it to Fabric just for you. What would it be?
Wait, what's the question? If
If
something
there's one
new
if there's one
existed?
thing that you could change that it currently exists within the Power BI area that kind of frustrates you or you wish it existed or some functionality, just to really put you on the spot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, but it's such a good question. Okay.
I wish I'd come up with it, but I can't take the credit for that. That was Jeff Weir, so thanks, Jeff.
Uh,
Yeah.
it's a hard one.
We'll
What I would
we'll, we'll just
change.
sit here in
Oh,
awkward
I
silence
know
until you
the
get one.
answer.
Oh, you got it already.
Have
That was
it.
cool. That was
But
fast. I
maybe
like
I'm
it.
not sure if the best. If I'm not sure if I. Okay, I might come up with new ones, but this is my first answer, and
Okay.
that is that I would have liked if I could put in the roles of like stewards and data owners, and I mean you can do it, but you can't really follow the data from start to end. But they are promised that that's gonna happen. But it would have been awesome I if I was a data steward or a data governance, I don't know, person, like a data owner or something, that I could just go in there and see, okay, so this data over here is going all the way over there, changing over there,
I
and
get
then
you.
over there. And then
Mm,
I could get the quality
mm.
and I could just know everything. And also, if they could match, if there was like master data and all the
Okay.
things,
Yeah.
if that could work in Fabric, ah, like the dashboard of like your dreams, right?
Yeah.
And really like drag and drop. So we could have like business users go in there and fall in love with Fabric just as we are doing.
That sounds
Mhm.
pretty awesome, to be honest. Strong answer. I like it. I like
Yeah.
it a lot.
Yeah, I got a bit excited because I started pulling everything that I need in. But yeah,
I'll say
if that
quick.
makes sense.
I'll say a quick thank you to Chris who just landed a super chat, and that's down to you for agreeing to go onto his live stream. So, mate, thank you very much.
Woo!
It's much appreciated.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
very
Can
cool.
we talk about the blue lighting?
Yes, please.
Is it impressive?
It's very impressive.
Because I've had this for quite a while. It's a blue. It's not actually blue, but it's a thing. It's a lighting stick thing. Oh
Hmm.
no, my camera.
It's
Can I
because your light kind of just took precedence there. I'm not sure.
can
Yeah,
I like dance
keep
it?
dancing, and you'll go back and focus.
Okay, I'll just continue talking. Wait,
It's weird. It's so frustrating when that happens, right?
yeah, I need to like
Oh,
yes.
again, there you go. You're back. Whew, there
Okay,
you go.
okay. Oh, technical issues there, but we made it. Okay. No, yes. So I'm talking about the lighting. Yes, I am. So it's a Philips Hue stick thing
Yeah,
that I bought to the apartment. It's oh, you have it too.
not
Okay.
not a stick, but rather those kind of like you can kind of see the shape of it there,
Yeah,
just
I
sitting
do.
there, that kind of thing.
That's the good one. I like that. Cool.
They're
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was so I bought it, but I didn't realize that it could do like the colors because
Ah,
I was
nice.
this I bought it as this person that was that wanted my house to look uh, fashionable, or there's a word for this
Mm,
too, but I can't remember the word.
like it looks like good and nice, basically.
Yeah,
Is that?
because you care about the furniture things.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
that type of person bought that. That version of me bought that.
yeah.
But then it got colors, right? So I was like, oh, and then I looked at your obviously, or I have been looking at your streams. So I'm still like fangirling over this. But and then I saw that you had the colors, and I'm like, oh, but I got the thing with the colors. So I put it
Nice.
there.
That's very cool. I
It
got to
looks
admit,
more professional, right?
I like it the way like people watch streams and then like take like I think the background that I love the most is Reed Havens.
Yes.
He's got I think those kind of like what are they like hexagon things on his wall? They have a nice name. Nest? No,
Yeah.
no, no. I forgot what they're called, but they're really awesome.
Yeah, but you get all the effects, right? The lighting and the things happening. Yeah, I need to make this cooler.
I used to do it so like the color was rotating during the
Ah.
live stream, but it got too annoying and distracting from myself. And then I picked a
Oh.
color that eventually, actually, what happens as the live stream progresses, my face gets progressively pink, and so like my face like matches accidentally the color. You know what I'm saying? It's a weird thing.
Because yeah, but I can change the color, right? Wait, or shouldn't
Yeah,
I do
yeah,
it? It's like a
it's
live
cool.
demo. I shouldn't do it because then it's gonna, work. Okay, so now we go like,
Yeah,
ooh,
there you go.
oh,
Oh, nice. Isn't
wow,
that cool, right? That looks
yeah,
awesome.
huh?
If
Which
if
one
you
do we like?
get I kind of that heavy blue is quite that's quite nice. It's got like
The
I
heavy
quite
blue
like that
one?
for some reason. I'm
This
not
one?
sure. We can crowdsource the answer.
Yes, let's
Everyone
do that.
in the chat say which color they prefer. You know?
Yeah, and we have blue, we have like pinkish purple
Yeah,
thing. We
yeah.
have the reddish orange. I mean, we
The
have the
orange
whole color wheel
the
thing.
orange works quite well on the live stream because
Oh
my
yeah.
orange background it kind of fades in. You see it? Isn't
Oh,
that cool?
so that's on purpose, right? So it looks
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we know what we're doing, or
True.
I'm doing
But
things.
people are saying
Blue,
that they like the
blue.
blue. By the way, the blue, blue,
Yeah.
blue. The dark purple is nice.
Mm.
Kevin
Okay, so
Arnold says that one.
we're moving towards this area of the circle, right?
Yeah,
Do you see like yeah? So, this is what I'm
yeah, yeah,
doing.
yeah. My kids love it when I do the hue disco, and you can make it change and bounce to the music. Yeah,
But I get
it's
it. I agree. It's the best.
it's
Oh,
awesome.
we can do that for the Fabric February. We can have we can have like a disco break
Yeah,
with the lights because
and
then
the light can only go to hues of colors that start with F if those are colors exist. I'm not sure.
yes. Can someone fix that or like or figure that out or maybe we can make new colors. I don't know. I'm just brainstorming.
You come up with these ideas, and that's where the genius comes from. You know, you can come like 20 good ideas as long as one of them is a good one, then you're golden, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure your ratio is higher because you know it's you, but still,
Yes. I mean, yeah. It's good that you're assuming
obviously,
that because
yeah.
yes. But
Fuchsia,
oh,
there you go.
that's is that like pinkish thing or should I know this? Should I Google that?
Yeah, we'll
I
Google
need
it
to
as well. See
Google
what we
that.
can find. Or make it
Oh,
easier, just all colors that start with the
oh
hex
yeah.
code
Ooh,
with F.
yes.
Maybe I'm not sure. It's probably less effective because you can't really say that out loud, but still, fuchsia. I don't know.
F colors. No, oh yeah. Oh, it didn't sound good. True.
Okay.
Oh, I found it. Okay, so they're like fading rose, fawn,
This
flax,
fawn, yeah.
flame,
Fame,
flame,
flame. Okay.
flesh pink. Oh, that no.
That's terrifying. By the way, it's just like
What about this
this
one?
room is
French
flesh pink.
gray. French gray.
I forget that's true. Actually, a color could be anything because it just gives them such random names these days that actually it could be
So then
anything.
we can make our own. We
Yeah,
can make a new one. Because okay, so the
for
color
sure.
theme is green because fabric is green, but then we made
Yeah.
it a bit darker.
So
Yeah.
it's just had forest green. I think
Ah,
someone said. So
yes.
then, yeah, Anthony said forest green.
But I guess fabric green is a thing too.
Sorry, it's like fabric and forest green. Yeah, there you go. See. So essentially, what we're doing now is we're helping decorate for Fabric February,
Yes,
which
and I mean the color of the cupcakes and all the important things.
you just dropped some information. That you didn't mention cupcakes before. You said snacks, but you didn't say. So now that was like was it an accidental reveal? But seriously,
Oh, I don't know. I'm like, oh no, I
you're
didn't
very
mean to
sneaky.
say
I see what
that,
you did there. Yeah,
because
like
then
oh no.
I'll be
Yeah.
like, ugh, sorry, but I forget all the English words. But when
Eh.
people are being tabloid, yes, that's the thing, right? So
Like a newspaper tabloid. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So if you say that, and I'll be like, oh no, I didn't meant to say that, and then it will go viral, right?
Yeah, so it's kind of not
Because
like
it
it's
was,
not clickbait. It's more like kind of like visit bait because you say
yeah,
these things and people want to. Yeah,
exactly. It's visit bait. Yeah, or call for speaker bait.
Is
Call
it
for
open already,
speakers
the
is
call for
open.
speakers? I forgot to
Yes,
mention that. Yeah, it is.
it's open. Submit. It's gonna be open until November.
Okay.
So we have some time, but I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
just do
Sooner the
it.
better.
Just submit. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, then I'll have a look. I said I'd
Yeah.
submit, so I'll submit,
Yes.
and then if I don't get there via submission, I'll just get myself a ticket, and then I'll be there. So it's
But
nice.
okay, but there's so many plans. It's oh.
I'm very excited. I'm loving your enthusiasm. That's what I'm talking about. Your enthusiasm comes through, and it makes everyone else more. It's just what we said before about how you present as well. Your enthusiasm for any topic just makes other people more enthusiastic. It's cool, right?
Okay, that's great. Okay, thank you for saying that, because then, yeah, that makes me feel better. And
Of course.
yeah, yeah.
Link to the call for speakers. That's a good point. Man, I'm so bad at doing this.
Should I send it somewhere, or
Um,
will you find it?
yeah, where would it be? Would it be on Sessionize, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going
Wait,
to do is I'm now going to pretend
I
that I
even
can.
have a web page.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if that's. I'll send that to you in the chat.
yeah, do that, and then I'll put it in for our chat because I'm probably forgot to make you.
Yeah, I can't do anything, I think, but I'm reading the
So
chats.
bad.
But that's good, because because I don't wouldn't have known what to like do with the questions.
I
So
love the way that Chris actually beat me to it. That's so funny.
yes,
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it.
that's exactly the energy.
And the one on Sessionize as well. So definitely get some sessions in. First ever one. You can be part of the inaugural Fabric February speaker. Very cool. Oh, it's Marthe gone again. It's okay. She'll be back in a second. She'll be back in time for us to say goodbye. It's that's what'll happen. So yeah. Or if not, I'll just say goodbye and then thank everyone. No, oh, she's completely gone this time. 1 second. Hopefully she'll be back. I don't know. Anyway, yes, go to fabricfebruary.com and put in your sessions. I'm sure it'll be very cool and looking forward to it. I think Martha's probably not going to come back now because her video has gone off completely and I can't even add her back to the session, to the chat. Oh, here she is. 1 second. Oh, you go.
Do
You're
it.
back again.
Yes. Sorry.
I was
No,
starting to sweat there, really.
but
Oh.
but it's still lagging. I don't trust this, or I
I
don't
think it's
trust my
okay.
Wi-Fi.
I don't. I hear no lag. I think it's gonna go now. Someone said who's going to be on next week, and next week is the 7th, I believe, and that would mean it's going to be Elena Drakulevska, and we're going to be talking quite a lot about data visualization because that is her field of expertise. And Martha's trying to come back one last time, but it's not working, unfortunately. So I will say, everyone, thank you very much for joining. I had a really great time with Martha, answering all your questions and all that kind of stuff, and all your ideas for colors. And yeah, it was very good. Martha, are you there or not?
Hello,
No, she's
I
not.
hear you at least.
Oh,
Like,
okay. I was just getting ready to say goodbye because it's been like an Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much for joining. It was very, very good fun. And everyone in the chat. And Martha, thank you all for your dancing as well, by the way, which I'm going to make gifs of. So I look forward to seeing those somewhere. All right. All right. Again, it was awesome. A lot of fun. And yeah, have a great week. And I will be back next Thursday, as I said, with Elena. Goodbye.